tomen la mitad. Ah, ok. Sí, ya me recuerdo. Sí, lo conocí en una cena. Lo vi el año pasado, bajamos el año como la
Hey, how are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah. It's good. We're busy.
This is fantastic.
Yeah.
And how's the art, poetry?
It's good. It's good. Yeah, how about you? You're writing? Purpling?
Yeah, not as much.
You got the sequel out yet?
Not yet. It's still like sitting there.
Okay.
I just need
I might need to move my location. Let's see. Oh, yeah, for sure.
welcome, family. Welcome, one and all. We are thankful. We are grateful. We are powerful because you are here. There you go. Is it better? Yeah. All right. There you go. Welcome, family. We are grateful you are here. We are better because you are here. We are powerful because you are here. We are here to change things not just in California, but all the way across this nation. We in California know that one spark can start a fire that goes for thousands and thousands of acres. And here, one good deed, one good act, one good law can change the nation. So my name is Servant D.K. Woodson. I'm the pastor of the Bay Area Christian Connection, the Faith in Action leader. I want to begin with our credentials. Faith in Action East Bay builds power for our communities by developing and working with community leaders from across Alameda and Contra Costa counties. We are a multi-faith, multi-racial network made up of more than 23 congregations and 25,000 families. Faith in Action East Bay leaders organize around the issues that impact our community, including affordable housing, excellent public schools, ending mass incarceration, civic engagement, and just immigration policies to create family reunification. Faith in Action East Bay is a member of the PICO, California, and Faith in Action National Network. We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We are a political, nonpartisan organization. As part of the PICO California network, we have organized people all across the state in support of AB 2465. I'm proud to say that since beginning co-sponsorship on this bill, PICO California has activated over 7,000 Californians to take action in support of this bill by either calling or emailing their elected official or showing up in person in their offices. We are here because we need business. Families are sacred. Families are the core and the source of a nation's strength. America cannot be great if it is not just. And AB 2465 helps America become more just. We'll now have our faith reflection from Father Luis Lopez, pastor of Our Lady of the Rosary.
Thank you for the invitation, particularly for the Faith and Action. They invite us to be here today, together with all the families who are here, and this place, it is Our Lady of the Rosary Church in the core in Union City. My name is Father Luis Lopez. I am serving the people of God here at Our Lady of the Rosary in the heart of Union City. I speak to you today not as a politician, but as a pastor, as one of the caretakers of the families of this community. Our faith holds a truth, as follows the scripture. Families are sacred. And we are not the first to say so. Pope Leo, recently, Pope Leo XIV, reminded us, the Church, that everywhere and always we are called to sustain, defend, and promote the family. And for years also, Pope Francis taught us that the way that we treat the immigrants is the way we treat Christ himself. That our calling is to build bridges, no walls. Yet, in our own neighborhoods, families live in fear. Parents afraid of being separated from their children. When one family in our congregations carries its weight, our whole community feels it. Our schools, our parties, our streets. This is why I am joyful to welcome Assemblymember Liz Ortega to our parish to speak to us about AB 2465, a bill she has been championship to help keep families together. Welcome, Liz, to our parish, and thank you for keeping the rights and compassion for our community in mind. May God bless you in your work, and may it bless to all our communities. Gracias, San Fe y Acción, por la invitación a estar aquí y gracias por organizar este evento. Buenos días, mi nombre es el Padre Luis López. Sirvo al pueblo de Dios aquí en Nuestra Señora del Rosario, en el corazón de Union City. Les hablo hoy no como un político, sino como un pastor, como uno de los que cuidan de las familias de esta comunidad. Nuestra fe sostiene una verdad tan antigua como las Escrituras. Las familias son sagradas y no somos los primeros en decirlo. El Papa León XIV nos ha recordado a la Iglesia que siempre y en todo lugar estamos llamados a sostener, defender y promover la familia. Y durante años el Papa Francisco nos enseñó que la manera en que tratamos al migrante es la manera en que tratamos a Cristo mismo. Que nuestra vocación es construir puentes y no muros. Sin embargo, en nuestros propios vecindarios, las familias viven con miedo. Padres y madres que temen ser separados de sus hijos. Cuando una sola familia de nuestra congregación lleva este peso, toda nuestra comunidad lo siente. Nuestras escuelas, nuestras parroquias e iglesias y nuestras calles. Por eso, me llena da la bienvenida al asambleísta Liz Ortega a nuestra parroquia para hablarnos sobre la ley AB 2465, un proyecto de ley que ella ha estado impulsando para ayudar a mantener unidas a las familias. Bienvenida, Liz, a nuestra parroquia y gracias por tener presente los derechos y la compasión de nuestra comunidad. Que Dios te bendiga en su trabajo. Que Dios bendiga a todas nuestras comunidades.
Good morning. Buenos días. I am California Assemblymember Liz Ortega. What a beautiful day here in Union City. But what dark times we're living in throughout our country. I was just 3 years old when my parents brought me to the United States in search of the American dream. But they didn't just come here to search for that dream. They contributed to it. They worked 2, 3 jobs just to make ends meet. And they paid taxes throughout their entire lives. And just like all these other families, they still believe in the American dream. But just in the last 2 weeks, we saw 2 more murders by ICE agents. Their names, Joan Sebastian Guerrero and Lorenzo Salgado Araujo. 2 fathers on their way to work who were killed by ICE. Mr. Guerrero's 3-year-old little girl, the same age I was when I came to California, watched as her father was killed. Today I'm surrounded by these beautiful American babies right in front of me. And that's what they are. There is no them or us. We're all Americans. We're all Californians. And in just a few weeks, kids across this country are going to go back to school. But for many children and their families, fear is on their minds. And for some children, instead of walking to school, they will be waking up in one of California's immigration detention centers, in a cage, without food, without medical care or blankets. Innocent children whose only crime is being brought here by their parents in search of that American dream. 59 people have died in these detention centers just since last year. And for what? For profit. People are dying so very rich people can continue to make more money and get even more rich. The CEO of Core Civic, remember his name, Damon Hindenburg, recently bragged on an earnings call. This is where they talk about how much money they're going to be making, and talked about all of the excitement at Trump's new ICE policy. He said, "We're feeling very encouraged by the conversations with ICE. We anticipate the most significant growth in our company's history. Shares of Core Civic and Geo Group, the 2 largest for-profit detention companies in the U.S., are up 82 and 51% respectively." He went on to say, "I've worked for Core Civic for 32 years, and this is truly one of the most exciting periods of my career." This is disgusting. This goes to show us that this was never about public safety. This has always been about corruption and money. They're locking up our families for profit and killing our communities, our neighbors, our fathers, our brothers, Americans, for profit. No one is safe. murdered. We also had a registered nurse who was also there protecting us and was murdered. No one is safe under this regime. But we can do something about it. There will be light brought back to this country. And it will start with us in California. That's what AB 2465 does. It says no more. We will not continue to pay for this reign of terror. Our tax dollars will not be used to continue to attack our community. We will stand up, we will say stop, and we will say no more tax cuts, no more loans, and no more subsidies to corporations who brag about hunting down our community members, Americans. No more tax cuts, no more loans, no more subsidies. You will no longer be able to make a profit in the state of California.
No more! No more! No more!
I want everyone to take a look at these pages. You guys get that? I want to send a message to the Trump administration and to everyone across the country that these children are our future. They are Americans. They are Californians, and we will all stand together to prevent further corruption and use of our taxpayer dollars to pay for the atrocities that are happening across this country. Thank you.
Thank you, Assemblymember Ortega. What courage, what wisdom, what strength. We are going to follow her lead. We're going to keep on calling, we're going to keep on moving, keep on marching, keep on insisting that 2465 becomes the law in California. I just want to ask Minister Harley Tugwell to come and talk about why we need this. What difference will it make?
My name is Orlington Tugwell. I am a leader with the Connection with Slavery, minister at Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church. Can you hear me now? All right.
I am a leader with Faith in Action East Bay, a minister at Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church in West Oakland. And above all, I am a father and a family man. The thought that I, my neighbor, or my friend could experience separation of our families is heartbreaking. Family separation is not just a personal tragedy. It is a wound that affects entire communities. As people of faith and consciousness, we are called to build stronger communities, not support systems that profit from harm. We all have a moral responsibility to ensure that our public resources reflect our values. That means we must not support companies that profit from the detention and separation of families. Instead, we should invest in California families by supporting policies that strengthen communities, protect human dignity, and promote the common good. That is why I am asking the California Senate to move AB 2465 forward and vote yes. Families are sacred. California public dollars should protect families, not reward practice that tear them apart. AB 2465 offers hope, stability, and accountability. As a first of its kind state model, it challenges detention profiteering through public benefit pools and help ensure that the taxpayers' resources are used in ways that reflect our shared values. Today I urge our elected officials to stand with families, stand for justice, and stand for hope. Vote yes on AB 2465. Together, we could build a California where every family has an opportunity to stay together, thrive, and live with dignity. Thank you, and may God bless you and our family and the great state of California.
From the California Immigration Policy Center, we have Brother Cameron Brain, someone who knows the details, who knows the why, who knows what difference this bill will make. Listen to him, because he's been working hard on behalf of our children and our future.
Good morning, and first want to say incredibly inspired by the faith leaders speaking here today with us, and want to say a big thank you to Assemblymember Liz Ortega, who is not only a champion for immigrant rights here in California, but somebody who is a fighter for us. And because she is that fighter in the legislature, it gives us courage to keep the hope up. It's hard to do, but we are here and with it today. So, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. And we got to get the energy up. So, I want to say that when we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. And we are here to win in the legislature for our immigrant communities. My name is Cameron Desai. I serve as the policy coordinator for CIPC, the California Immigrant Policy Center. We are a proud co-sponsor of AB 2465, Ortega, and also proud co-sponsor of so many other important bills this year coming to the state Senate, including AB 1633 by Senator Matt Haney, two first-in-the-nation bills that use our state's tax code to further dismantle the detention and deportation machine. Now, AB 2465, which is the No Taxpayer Dollars for Family Separation Act, would ensure that state resources do not indirectly subsidize business practices that conflict with California's public policy and values by prohibiting large corporations that invest in, manage, or operate private detention facilities or that contract with an agency that engages in immigration enforcement from receiving taxpayer-funded grants, loans, or tax credits from our state. California should not be subsidizing the very corporations that profit from tearing our families apart. And through AB 1633, California can also ensure that corporations like these finally pay their fair share, instead of continuing to profit from detention while contributing as little as possible back to our state. Californians right now are witnessing continued patterns of aggressive, militarized, and unlawful federal immigration enforcement actions, as well as a drastic increase in detention that we're all seeing. This mass detention and immigration enforcement that we are witnessing, they are threatening the health and the safety of all Californians, destabilizing our families and our communities. And despite the damaging human toll of these actions, many large corporations operating in California are generating billions of dollars in profits from the suffering of our communities and still continue to receive state tax credits, grants, and loans. Many of these corporations also get away with paying the bare minimum franchise tax of just $800 to the state of California, made possible by tax credits and loopholes. Let's think about it for a second. Some billion-dollar corporations are paying less taxes to California than many of our working families, while making billions from family separation and trauma at the very same time. That is not right. It is unconscionable. And these record profits from detention and deportation are occurring at the same time when California families are facing a worsening affordability crisis. And this problem worsens for some folks who lose, are forced to deal with the financial and emotional toll of losing a loved one to detention and deportation. Companies have created an entire business model out of profiting from human suffering and making these wealthy corporations richer and ultimately leaving everyday Californians poorer. California has long maintained that public funds should not support industries or business practices that undermine our state's values, including accountability in private detention facilities and protection of all people with civil and constitutional rights. But AB 2465 makes it clear that the state has authority over how its businesses, benefits operate, and has a responsibility to protect California's resources from being used to support these unlawful federal immigration enforcement actions and detention. It also invests into immigrant communities by creating a due process for all fund to increase and to invest in immigration services and programs in the state instead of rewarding corporations that profit from our suffering. California can invest in keeping families stronger and keeping our communities strong and together. Now, right now, is the time for California to lead. It is our time to lead. And we urge the state Senate to move both AB 2465 and AB 1633 forward and send these critical bills to Governor Newsom's desk. Let's hold these corporations accountable. Let's invest into our communities. Let's protect our own communities. And let's get AB 2465 to the finish line. Thank you.
Thank you, Cameron. Thank you so much. The significance of AB 2465. We have Keith Brown, Secretary Treasurer of Labor Council, as part of the backbone of all of the workers and all of our families. Come here with us.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm Keith Brown, Executive Secretary Treasurer of the Alameda Labor Council, representing over 130,000 workers across Alameda County. And we stand here today because working families believe that our shared public resources carry a moral responsibility. We know families are sacred. When corporations profit from the business of detention, deportation, and family separation, they destabilize the very fabric of our communities. The stakes are deeply personal for our labor movement. For myself, I'm a former teacher of newcomer students, and I know the value of our youth and what they mean for the future of California, for the future of our nation. Also, Assemblymember Liz Ortega could have easily been one of the children taken from her family decades ago. And thanks to the resilience of our community, Assemblymember Ortega is in a position today to defend our children who face that very same fear. We thank you so much for your courage. And let's be clear, this bill is not about telling private companies how to make money, but it's about us and our money, public money. If a large corporation chooses to profit from the trauma of family separation, it should not receive public support. It should not receive grants or tax credits from the state of California. AB 2465 establishes a first-of-its-kind state model for corporate accountability. We are asking that the Senate Appropriations Committee move AB 2465 forward and the Senate vote yes on AB 2465. And once we vote yes, we are demanding that the governor sign AB 2465 and put it into law. Stop funding harm, protect human dignity. Let's invest in California's resources back into our families. Thank you so much.
One more speaker,
Sahara. Yeah!
Good morning. I'm Scott Sakakihara. I'm on the City Council in Union City. Thank you to Assemblymember Liz Ortega and Faith in Action East Bay for bringing us together and standing with immigrant families across our state. My entire family was incarcerated in internment camps during World War II because they were Japanese American. And back then, we called them relocation centers, and today we call them detention centers. Immigration raids in our state are causing children to live in fear. Families are being separated, avoiding schools, doctors, and public spaces. Small businesses are being crushed. Entire communities, our communities, are being shaken to the core. With Assemblymember Ortega's legislation, California is leading the way by standing up and declaring that tax credits will not subsidize companies tied to detention, deportation, and family separation. Public dollars should serve the public good. I urge the Senate to vote yes to move AB 2465 forward to the governor's desk. Vote yes on holding corporations accountable. Vote yes on preserving human dignity. Vote yes on keeping families together. Thank you again, Assemblymember Ortega and Faith in Action East Bay for leading this effort and helping hold accountable companies that enable the federal government to traumatize our communities. California will not bankroll cruelty. We will protect families and we will leave nobody behind. Thank you.
Como asambleísta Liz Ortega, representando el estado de California, yo introducí la legislación AB 2465 porque yo sé cómo se sienten estas familias, nuestras familias. Yo llegué a los Estados Unidos cuando yo tenía solamente 3 años y mis papás vinieron a este país a trabajar por ese sueño americano que todos queremos. Pero lo que está pasando ahorita con esta administración de Trump es que nos están siguiendo y matando y metiéndonos a la cárcel a nuestros bebés todo por ganar más dinero. La AB 2465 dice no más, no basta. No van a usar nuestro dinero para seguir haciendo lo que están haciendo, terrorizando en nuestras comunidades. Si eres una corporación trabajando en California y estás ganando dinero con nuestro sufrimiento, no vas a seguir haciendo. No más. Por eso es que hoy le mandamos un mensaje
united cannot be defeated. Faith in Action is a multi-religious, multi-denominational organization. And I want to ask Rabbi Weissman, Rabbi Josh Weissman from Temple Beth Shalom to just say a word. Is that okay?
Thank you, Pastor. Thank you, Faith in Action. It's good to be here with you. Thank you, Assemblymember Ortega, for colleague and the worker. And thank you to Father Luis for hosting us today. So I hear that there's some confusion in Washington, D.C. about what the Bible has to say about immigrants. So I even hear that they're using biblical verses to recruit ICE agents who go out and persecute immigrant communities and murder people who stand with them. Let me clarify a few things. The God of the Bible stands passionately on the side of immigrants. Over and over and over again, the Torah, our shared sacred tradition, mandates standing with the immigrant. You shall not oppress the stranger. Now, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt in D.C. Translation can be tricky. Who's a stranger? It's not the creepy guy on the corner. It's not even the person in the cafe you've never met before with whom you strike up a nice conversation. That's not what the Bible is talking about when it says over and over again, dozens of times, do not oppress the stranger. It's talking about the immigrant. I've read it in the original. And it says, immigrant, the person who ain't from around here, the newcomer, the one who's seeking refuge from persecution somewhere else, perhaps from a famine, from a drought, like the Israelites who sought refuge in Egypt. In fact, the Torah tells us over and over again, we must stand with the immigrant. We must never oppress the immigrant because we too were immigrants in the land of Egypt. That is the core story of the Torah. That is, in many ways, the point. We were strangers. Climate change happened throughout the Middle East. Our ancestors did not have enough food. They sought refuge in Egypt, and for a time, they found it. They were tolerated until the Bible tells us a new king arose over Egypt who did not know Jacob and Joseph. And he looked around and he rode down his golden escalator down his pyramid. And he said, it is. Can't make this stuff up. And he said, there is a people among us, but they're not like us. We must be afraid of them. They may grow strong, and if we're attacked, they may join with our enemies. Let us deal shrewdly with them. Let us oppress them. Does this sound familiar? Over and over again, we are mandated to stand with the stranger, for we know the heart of the stranger. The Jewish community knows the heart, for we have been immigrants in so many places. We have fled so many places, moved for safety. In my small community here in Alameda County, just in this one small community, we have members from 22 different countries. This is a nation of immigrants. The Jewish community is a community of immigrants. The American people are a people made up of immigrants living here on the ancestral lands of the Chochenyo-Ohlone people with all due respect to their heritage and gratitude for them allowing us to live on their land. And the Jewish community stands with all immigrant communities as we support this bill. Thank you, Faith in Action, Assemblymember Ortega, Father Luis. Thank you all.
Again, I want to thank Faith in Action today. Thank the whole Pico, California Pico National Network. Thank you so very much, Assemblymember Ortega. And thank you for your courage. Thank you for your wisdom. Thank you for your strength. And we have your back. We have your back. We are going to pass AB 2465. Let's go. And make no mistake, We are fighting evil. We are fighting evil. We are fighting murderers, breakers up of families, fatherers of children. We are fighting evil. We are fighting darkness. You know what? You know what you need to defeat darkness? Light. And you are the light. We are the light. We are the light. And guess what? Where there's light, there's heat. And light melts ice.